Welcome back to Noti Crypto. In this video, we are going to be talking about Solana. So Solana has had a great 2021, one of the late bloomers, but has done fantastic. And personally, I think this trend may actually continue based off of some of the price action here. Now, we don't want, we don't want Solana to fall into a Cardano trap where it's going sideways. And, the good thing about this is it's really not doing that. Back in August, we had this triangle that we traded, broke out to the upside. And now we're here, and you guys can see that we have Solana creating another pattern. And this is actually another bullish pattern here. Now, it's not extremely aggressive, but the lower we end up going down, the more aggressive to the upside this actually will have a chance to break out to. Okay, so let's look at an example of exactly what has happened with a coin called XRP that does something similar in the same pattern. This is a falling broadening wedge, which we ended up developing. And the idea of a falling broadening wedge is that the bears would have to pull price so low to touch the bottom of the resistance area that the falling broadening wedge actually exhausts out the sellers, and then the buyers can actually spike price very high. So we ended up trading this one as well, breakout over 173%. And if we go back over to Solana here, you can see we're doing something extremely similar here, right? Extremely similar. Obviously, there's a little bit of a chop, on both sides, but that usually happens with these cryptocurrencies to, fake out people who are trying to trade the trends. So you guys can see that we just recently rejected off the top side of the wedge here. If we go to the line chart, you can see, we have that touch there. Then we go back to the wicks. You can see we have two touches there. Obviously, depending on the exchanges, sometimes that wick is actually higher. So you do have to keep that in mind. But you guys can see that now we're getting to the point where if Solana is to really start to drag lower, it's going to be very difficult for it to hit the bottom of this wedge. Now, it could happen. It's just very unlikely, in my opinion. You're looking at $125 Solana. Like, that seems very, rare. It could happen. Don't get me wrong, but we do have this 200 EMA coming in as support. And here's the thing. All cryptos retest the 200 EMA. It is a matter of time before the crypto retests the 200 EMA. Is the most important indicator in crypto trading, in my opinion. And Solana has it. So until we touch that 200 EMA, we're kind of, we're still very bullish for sure, but this would be a good reset, and this would be the best buy area for Solana, $141. If we ever came down here, this is where I'd be looking to execute in. I can show you, I can show you, examples on examples onto the right here of cryptos reacting off the 200 EMA. So this is very likely to eventually come down. Now, obviously, if we start to break up to the upside, which, obviously that's what I'd be waiting for, then the 200 EMA touch can come much later. But keep in mind, like, these are the trades you're trying to look for. If you're trying to trade Solana, you're waiting for the fake outs like this and then placing longs and then waiting for the recovery, right? And then when it fakes out to the upside, you place shorts, and usually it's going to stick to that pattern even though it breaks